Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy Casey Field, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. First and foremost, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. 2022 is upon us now. We're here. We're in this thing. Let's do everything in our power to make this year great, regardless of the foolishness that we're going through right now. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, yes, I know a lot of y'all want me to go in on what took place last year on New Year's Eve. I'm going to do a separate video basically talking about everything. And I'm going to give the honest to God truth that I'm hearing so many different people saying, and so many different people with their tweets and their quotes and all that stuff. I'm going to come to the table and bring what needs to be said that a lot of people not really talking about. So let's go ahead and talk about this Rampage episode. This Rampage episode was definitely better than Dynamite. However, what took place on Twitter kind of killed my vibe for the show. But I'm going to go ahead and break down. Everything on this show was actually very good. We opened the show up with Darby and Sting versus Anthony Bowens with Max Caster. I thought it was a tag team match. Man, this match was excellent. You know what? I really do believe that whoever Darby get in the ring with, he just bring the best out of him. And Anthony Bowens, for me, like, look, I see why a lot of people be saying that Max Caster holds Anthony Bowens back. But let me tell you something. I like the Acclaim, and I want to see the Acclaim win the AEW Tag Team Champions when the time calls for it. But listen, let's keep it look. Anthony Bowens is definitely the better wrestler between him and Max. However, I do agree that the two of them should still stay together and allow them to win the AEW Tag Team Champions. And then after they have a solid run, if you want Bowens to go on a singles run, that would be excellent. I won't even despise that, you know. There was a lot of chaos going on in this match. Bowens was getting the best of Darby. You know the script with Darby. I told you how Darby Allin worked. Darby Allin, his script is just beat the brakes off of me. Tear me up. Throw me around like a rag doll. That's what you do. Like I say, I'm a pain guy. I take all the pain that I could possibly get, and that's basically what I'm telling you. Like if you realize that's Darby Allin's formula, but however he still makes the matches look great. And like I say, Anthony Bowens, man, that boy, he could wrestle his tail off. This is why this was excellent. So Max Cassidy ended up getting knocked out. Then you had Sting right there watching Darby's back. I mean, look, it was a lot of chaos going on and everything, right? So as I called it, I knew that my man's wasn't winning. Darby ends up getting the win. Well, after the match, Andrade's music hits and he comes out. I said, Andrade versus Darby Allin? This might be a solid, decent feud. I'm looking forward to that. Well, with the distraction from Andrade, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens wouldn't got the boom box, and they knocked out both Sting and Darby. So I wonder if this is some kind of connection that they were going to do with Andrade and the Acclaim. I'm not sure, but they laid them out. So in the end, even though my man's lost, they still was standing tall, which I really don't have a problem with. Like I said, I still want them to start getting victories on the show, which I'm going to go into more detail about that when I talk about, you know what. I'm not even going to mention it on here because this is strictly about Rampage. This is a Rampage review and a Rampage review only. So that's that. So, like I said, Darby wins. I talked about that. Now, the street fight between Anna Jay, Taya Conti, the Bunny Alley, and Penelope Ford. Let me tell y'all something. This is by far the best match all four of these girls ever participated in while being in AEW. Was this match better than the unsanctioned match with Britt and Thunder Rosa? I'll say it was just as good, but I'll still take the unsanctioned match over this match. This was an excellent tag team match, hardcore like a mug. The girls all bled like crazy. That is the one thing I got to give props to all four of these women. They bled like crazy. This just shows that these girls are not afraid to take a bump. Now, my pet peeve, like I'm always going to say, is I want these girls to continue to get better. I want them to succeed. I want them to go out there, do what you got to do, but continue to get better as singles and not just being in hardcore type of matches, because that just seems to be, oh, let's just throw the girls in hardcore matches because this is the only way we can get them over. Like, no, it don't have to just be like that. You know, I want the best for all these women in this match. And like I said, they did a great job. Like I said, when people were sharing the pictures, because I seen the pictures of the bunny bleeding all over the place. Them girls, they messed each other up. But yeah, like I said, kudos to all four of the girls. They all did their thing. But Anna Jay and Ted Conti ended up getting the victory. They made, I believe it was the bunny. I think the bunny was the one that tapped. I think she was the one that tapped. Yeah, it was a botch. It was the doggone table spot. Tried to do a moonsault. It ain't go through the table. It just slide right off. I say it is what it is, man. You know. So, like I said, that's that. So, we get to the main event. You already know. It's the side-by-side with Mark Henry. It's Dan talking. Ethan talking. Cody and Mr. Glock, they talking. I still take last week's as one of the best I've seen, outside of the one that they did today. But the one that they did last week with Sammy Guevara and Cody, you know, I think that was the best side-by-side with Mark Henry in the middle. So you know the name of the game. Mark Henry said, that's enough talk. It's time for the main event. I'm going to be 1,000% with y'all. This was a great TNT Championship match. I'm not the biggest Ethan Page guy, but him and Cody Rhodes have excellent chemistry. They have excellent chemistry. I got to give them props. They went out there. They did what they had to do. They tried to make you think Ethan was going to walk out with the championship, but you know he wasn't. You knew dang well he wasn't going to win. Cody gets him with the crossroads, and he retains his TNT Championship. So now what do we do? What do you do moving forward? I'm not sure, but like I said, that's why we got to tune in to AEW, which they make their debut on TBS. So that is my AEW review. It's very short and simple. Like I said, look at y'all. I'm really starting to feel like Rampage is starting to be my favorite show between the two. And I love Dynamite, but I feel like Rampage is starting to be the better show. I don't know. I guess because it's only 1 hour, and the fact that they can't do so much. Like, when they want to put on a good product, they'll do it. And this is a great episode of Rampage. I really have no issues with the show. Like I said, it just killed my vibe because of you know what. So the next video, I'm going to discuss that. I'm not saying I wasn't going to talk about it in this video, but I just wanted to strictly talk about Rampage. This was an excellent episode of Rampage, but what took place killed my vibe. This is your boy Casey King, Self Life Wrestler That Takes. I'll be right back. You already know. Hit the comment section up. If you thought the show was excellent, tell me it was excellent. If you thought the show was trash, tell me it was trash. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Casey King, Self Life. I'll be back.